Hi there, welcome to another episode of the Triggre Weekend Masterclass. And today I'm going to explain you things about the built-in flow parts within the designer of Triggre. First of all, I'm going to show you them, and then I'm going to change some things so that you can see what happens when you use them. So when you go to flow parts in the designer, you see that some of the flow parts have been grayed out. So for instance, we have create datetime test or create order in this case. And these flow parts have been created based on your data items. So what we noticed at Triggre is that when you have created a data item in your application, there are three things that you typically want to do at some point in time. And that is to create, to update, or delete a record in that data item. And to make that a lot easier, we already created that flow part for you, so you don't have to create it all by yourself. Because if you would have to do that by yourself, you have to create all the properties and make the flow parts and set them up, configure them. This way, you don't have to do that anymore. However, because they're generated automatically, you can't change them. So that's why they're grayed out. However, you can use them in user flows. So for instance, if we look at the create order grayed out flow part that we have, well, first I'm going to show you how it looks like in data, and then I'm going to show you how it looks like in user flows. Then we'll change something and do the whole exercise again. So if we go to data, we have the data item order, and you can see a list of properties here, which is order line, order number, order PDF, and the user. And these properties are all available in the create order flow part. So if I go to user flows and we go to orders, and if I would say create new order, let's say create new order, submit, and I'm going to add this flow part. We'll see that we can add these properties. So we can add a order line, an order PDF, and a user if we want to. Okay. And the nice thing about this is if we would change the data item, then the automatically generated flow part will change as well. So now we go back to the data, click on this little plus over here. And for instance, we are going to add the text test. As soon as you click done, this item will automatically be added to those flow parts. By the way, what you might notice is that you also see the item order number here, and that's a sequence. Sequences are never added to automatically generated flow parts because a sequence, you are unable to edit it. It's automatically generated in the application. It's a set value which you cannot change afterwards. So that's why it's not available. So in this case, when we would go back to user flows, we will expect 4 properties, which is order line, order PDF, test, and user. So let's see if it's there. Go back to orders. This is the flow part that we had. Create order. And there you go, we have 4 items now. This is the test that we just created. Not only works for create items, but also for update items. So if I would add the update order flow part to this user flow, it would contain the same 4 properties. Next week, we'll have a new video. Do you want to be notified? Hit the subscribe button.